Am I audible?
Yes, yes, audible
Yeah,
to me.
great. हाय सौरभ जी, कैसे हैं आप?
मैं बढ़िया हूँ, आप कैसे हो?
आई थिंक ये हमारा 2 या 3 वीक्स बाद पॉडकास्ट हो रहा है, राइट?
राइट राइट राइट। आपने बताया था ट्विटर स्पेस में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, टेक्निकल इश्यूज चल रहे हैं।
यस
मैंने
यस।
आपका ट्वीट देखा।
1-2 वीक्स पहले थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम आ रहा था लोगों को ज्वाइन होने के लिए, लेकिन नाउ इट्स बेटर. So shall we start?
यस वी कैन।
Yeah.
पेपर्स आर रेडी,
Hello
आई एम
Sakit ji.
रेडी।
Yeah. Hello Sakit ji. Am I audible? I think आप म्यूट पे हो. I think our third expert is also join. Hello Sajjan ji. I think मैंने आपको स्पीकर इनवाइट भेजा है. You can accept it. Yeah, I think वो थोड़ी हो गई. सौरभ जी, yeah. So shall we start? Great, great, great. So hello everyone. Today's space is all about technical analysis. जहाँ पे हम about technical analysis experts को के साथ डिस्कशन करेंगे, जो आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. We will keep one लास्ट 10 to 15 मिनट्स फॉर क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम यू, जहाँ पे आप हमारे एक्सपर्ट्स को क्वेश्चन भी पूछ सकते हैं रिलेटेड टेक्निकल एनालिसिस. या सौरभ जी, आपके साथ ज्वाइन करें. आई थिंक साकेत जी थोड़ी पे है, तो उनका कोई तो इश्यू चल रहा है. या सो शैल वी स्टार्ट बाय इंट्रोड्यूसिंग योरसेल्फ.
Okay. Hello everyone. Good evening. I'm Saurabh Shukla. I'm into market from last 12 years approx. Mostly a technical analyst. I take trades on the basis of technical analysis. I trade mostly based on reversals. Try to catch ट्रेंड कहाँ पर एंड हो रहा है, जो कोई अप ट्रेंड है वो कहाँ से एंड हो रहा है, तो फिर वहां से आई मीन टू इनिशिएट अ शॉर्ट ट्रेड, और जहाँ से शॉर्ट्स एग्जॉस्ट हो रहे हैं वहां से लॉन्ग ट्रेड एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए. तो आई यूजुअली फॉलो दिस मेथड रिवर्सल ट्रेडिंग फ्रॉम लास्ट 7 years approx and getting good results. That's it from my side.
Yeah, sure. So before we start, why not we ask our expert, Saurabh ji, why do you think technical analysis is important इन शेयर मार्केट और वाइल ट्रेडिंग वाइल इन्वेस्टिंग? आपको क्या लगता है क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है, जो लोगों को हम बता सकते हैं?
हेलो.
या हेलो.
हाँ, क्या आप क्वेश्चन रिपीट करेंगे क्या?
या
वॉइस ब्रेक हो गई अभी.
ओके ओके श्योर. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि आप लोगों को बता सकते हैं व्हाई टेक्निकल एनालिसिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट while trading or investing?
Okay. With fundamental analysis, you can identify which stock is good. Like आगे किस स्टॉक में ग्रोथ है, राइट? बट टू गेट द प्रॉपर एंट्री और प्रॉपर एग्जिट, आई फील द टेक्निकल एनालिसिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. रिलायंस इज गुड, एवरीवन नोज, बट आप उसे 2700 पे बाय करोगे, 2800 पे बाय करोगे, तो ये राइट लेवल नहीं है, राइट? तो टेक्निकल एनालिसिस के थ्रू हमको आइडिया लगता है कि इसमें बाइंग अपॉर्चुनिटी कब आ रही है, प्रॉपर एंट्री. मतलब अगर आप फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस पे जाओगे तो शायद आपको 1 या 2 क्वार्टर लग जाएंगे आपको प्रॉपर आइडेंटिफाई करने में कि हाँ ये स्टॉक अब बढ़िया होने वाला है, राइट? तब तक अगर आप टेक्निकल एनालिसिस वाइज देखोगे या मूव वाइज देखोगे तो काफी मूव आपकी निकल मिस हो चुकी होगी. ऑब्वियसली लाइक अप्रॉक्स 20-25% मूव मिस हो चुकी होगी. तो टेक्निकल एनालिसिस से हमको ये आइडिया लग जाता है कि स्टॉक इज गुड, ये हम फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस से देखते हैं. बट टेक्निकल एनालिसिस से हमें आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं कि हमें प्रॉपर एंट्री, बेटर एंट्री लेवल्स और एग्जिट लेवल्स कहाँ पे मिलेंगे करके. और अगर आप एज अ ट्रेडर का काम कर रहे हो, इंट्राडे ट्रेडर मोस्टली, तो आपके लिए टेक्निकल एनालिसिस बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि आप वहां पे किसी पर डिपेंडेंट नहीं हो सकते हो कि वो मुझे बताएगा तब मैं डिसीजन लूंगा फिर मैं ऑर्डर पंच करूंगा। इसलिए यहाँ पर आपको एनालिसिस और डिसीजन मेकिंग आपको इमीडिएट लेनी होती है, आपके पास ज्यादा टाइम नहीं होता, तो आपको डिसीजन मेकिंग के लिए टेक्निकल एनालिसिस फॉर डे ट्रेडर्स इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई फील।
Okay, great. I think we'll start with Saketji now. Saketji,
Hi, sir.
hello. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you?
I'm great. First of all, thanks for joining the space. ये हमारा first space है together. So yeah, why don't we start by introducing yourself to our audience so that everyone can know who are you and what you do.
Right. So I am basically a full-time option trader. So I have been trading from almost around 7-8 years now. So well over 7-8 years. And yeah, so we also run a firm called as Optionables, where we primarily do only option trading. And we also have a YouTube channel where we basically give out videos to educate on option trading. So this is a brief introduction about me.
Yeah, great. Then my next question, like I asked Saurabh ji, आपके हिसाब से टेक्निकल एनालिसिस क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है इन स्टॉक मार्केट?
To be honest, like technical analysis is a great tool to help you make a decision. So, like what ends up happening is when you trade in a stock market, there is always continuous decision making which you have to make. Especially, I'm telling only from the option trader's perspective, right? So, one is okay, whether you should take a bullish entry or should you take a bearish entry. So, next question would be after you take a trade, so whether you should adjust or whether you should not adjust, whether you should exit. So where exactly market is headed. So when there are so many questions which you don't have an answer to, technical analysis is more like a guide which will help you make a decision. So it might be right or wrong. So that is something which time is going to tell. But if you have to make a decision at that point with nothing in hand, right? So when you see the chart, it is going to give you some idea or some clarity on where to go or what might happen next. So that's the reason it to for any trade for that matter, whether you trade in equities, futures, options. So technical analysis is more or less going to show you, or at least it is going to give you enough data in hand to make a decision. So, and that's the reason, like it is pretty important to actually see charts or do simple analysis at least to see, okay, whether to go bullish or bearish or stay range bound. So that is my take on it.
Okay, great. मैं आपके पास वापस से आता हूँ. पहले हमारे न्यू गेस्ट स्पीकर सज्जन जी भी ज्वाइन हुए. हेलो सज्जन जी. Sajjan ji, can you unmute?
Hello. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
So
Good
first
evening.
of all, how are you?
Yeah. Good. Thanks. How are you?
I'm great. So, like we start with Saketji and Saurabh ji, why don't we start by introducing yourself?
Sure. I'm a Bangalore-based SEBI registered investment advisor, and I'm a full-time index future and option buying trader. I do only option buying. I don't sell option majorly. Okay, I'm into option buying, and I'm in the market. It's I think since full-time since 2016, and in the market, I'm in touch with the market since 2012. Okay, so this is about me.
Yeah, that's great. And follow-up question, जैसे मैंने सबको पूछा था, why do you think technical analysis is important in stock market while trading or while investing?
See, whenever we buy stocks, okay, we do fundamental analysis because we need to hold at least for 6+ months, 6 months, 1 year or 2 year. Okay, but for the trading, okay, we are not holding for these long periods. Many people even trade for even 5 months, 5 minutes also. Okay, and technical analysis is the only way by which we can. I mean, it's a guidance to trade for the short term period. I can say that. That's why we need a technical analysis for that, because we can't do based on fundamental analysis, na, for the day. Yeah.
Okay, okay, great.
Yeah,
I think मैं आपके पास वापस आता हूँ.
sure, sure.
We also have one guest speaker joining. Ronak ji,
Yeah,
hello
Rohanji.
sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Rohanji. How are you?
I'm great. I think ये हमारे साथ भी आपके साथ भी after 1 or 2 weeks के बाद ये space हो रहा है.
Exactly. So, thank you so much for giving me spaces here. So, first of all, I would like to thank you, Saket ji. I think I am following Saket for a long time, and I am also watching his videos. How he made from rupees, I think 23 lakh to few crores. So that's awesome journey. I really appreciate him, and I am very thankful that opportunity has arisen today that I am directly in contact with him in this spaces. So
Thank you
thank
so
you so
much
much
for the
everything.
words, sir.
Yeah.
Means a lot.
So now, and
Great.
what question you asked, Mr. Rohan?
Yeah, simple question. आपके हिसाब से why technical analysis is important in stock market trading?
Okay, so Rohanji, the technical analysis is always important for everybody, whether someone believes it or not. But everyone looks at the chart. Not even me, even the big players looks at the chart, and after looking at the chart, they take their decision. Whether it is option buying, it is option selling, stock buying, everything. So technical analysis for me is very important in trading, investing, and also in even scalping.
Okay, okay, great. So अभी आपके ऊपर आपको next question है. What technical analysis indicators you use while trading? आप कोई झलक बता सकते हैं हमारी यूजर्स को एंड वो क्यों यूज करते हैं आप उसका इम्पोर्टेंट क्या है?
देखिए मेरा हिसाब से क्या है कि अगर आपको एक बड़ा प्रॉफिट निकालना है तो for myself I use the overbought or oversold zones. When any stock is in overbought zone, I look for opportunity to exit if I'm in trade. And when that indicator, let's say RSI, is in oversold zone, I look for a buy opportunity. Let's say if I am, example, using 5-minute candlestick pattern, if my RSI is below 30, I look for the opportunity to buy the index. Now, how I do that? The simple thing is when the indicator goes below 30, I look an additional technical analysis which is known as divergence. So if the divergence occurs, divergence is simple. If the price is moving lower and the RSI is moving higher, it is simple that it is price divergence is occurring. So in that case, I always look for a buy opportunity. I never sell when the RSI is oversold zone. I look for the buy, and when RSI is oversold, overbought, I look for exit opportunities or the shorting opportunity. It is simple and it works in every time frame. 5 minute, 15 minutes, 1 hour, daily, weekly, monthly, everywhere. It's a simple stuff I keep on my charts, nothing else.
ग्रेट. ठीक है. आपको आपसे अभी बाद में बात करते हैं. लेट्स गो टू साकेत जी. हेलो साकेत जी.
Hi, sir.
या लाइक वी आस्क रौनक जी, आप
Right.
कौन से टेक्निकल एनालिसिस पैरामीटर्स यूज करते हैं, इंडिकेटर्स यूज करते हैं व्हाइल ट्रेडिंग जो आपको हेल्प करते हैं एंड
So
उसका इम्पोर्टेंस क्या है?
okay. So the thing is, like we don't use any kind of indicators specifically when it comes to trading because we are not really big fan of using any indicator. But just because it has not worked for us, so there are a couple of great indicators, and people have made excellent profit using the indicators. But somehow, for us, some indicators haven't worked. Maybe it is our style of trading where it has not worked. But what we use in technical analysis is simple support and resistance. So now I will just give you a simple example. When you actually look at Bank Nifty from past 1 month, it is trading in a broad range. That is 41,700 to 43,500. So somewhere around 43,500. So you know that there is a almost, if you take from the point of 40 to 600, there's a 1,000 point higher end and 1,000 point lower end. So basically, it's around 2,000 point range, that is 41,700 to 43,500. So now, if I'm creating a 42,600 short straddle, which is pricing in close to around 800 points, right?
Mhm.
So I know that if the market is approaching 41,700, I have to be little careful. So this is very simple. Support and resistance is all that we use. So if it is approaching 41,700, so that time we'll be little watchful. So in case if it breaks 41,700, we can be headed for a further downside. So there will be quick to cut our puts and maybe shift our puts down or not add puts at all. Or let's say it comes back to 43,500 maybe tomorrow because Kotak and ICICI results are really good. So there might be a chance in the next few days we might see 43,500. So once that gets tested, again we'll be very careful because that is a very good resistance. And if it breaks that, there are higher chances that it will end up rallying. So when we are doing non-directional trade, we mainly use technical analysis, only support and resistance in technical analysis to make a decision. So apart from that indicator, we don't use any indicator in our trade.
Okay, great. I think we'll go to Sajanji now. Hello, Sajanji. साजन जी आपको आवाज आ रही है?
I can.
Yeah,
please.
great. जैसे मैंने दोनों को क्वेश्चन पूछा, same. What technical analysis parameters, indicators you use while trading, and why it is important, and what is its importance in while trading?
I use market profile as a main indicator. Okay,
Mhm.
and I use, as mentioned by Saket also, support and resistance. Okay.
Okay.
So market profiles gives you the best part of market profile is it gives you the value area for the day, precise value area for the day for the next day preparation. Okay, and most important, I never prepare during that day. I prepare before the market starts. Okay, I never do any live market analysis. Okay, and so market profiles do the POC, point of control, value area. Okay, where you can decide your entry and exit for the day. Second thing, during live market, I see only support and resistance for the day. Okay, and I love to buy when there is a rally, or I love to sell when there is a rally. Okay, so I use these kind of two parameters mainly, and I don't trade on 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. My minimum parameter for the day is 15 minutes, 1 hour, and 3 hours. Accordingly, I take trades.
Okay, great. सौरभ जी आपसे एक बात करते हैं. आपने क्वेश्चन सुना ही होगा. Which technical parameter indicators you use and why what is their importance?
I go with this Sajan sir and Saket ji. As both of us said, me too rely on support and resistance mostly. From last 6-7 years, I am using that only. And along with that, I have recently started working on GAN analysis. So combining that, I usually check when there is some resistance approaching. Like I have already marked, like I have already done my homework before entering to the market. Like my monthly levels, weekly levels, daily levels, all are already marked for this month. Okay. So when price is approaching near some resistance or support level, I check the option data and price action, what exactly they are pointing out. So if there is a support and you see that put writing getting started, so that is an indication कि वहां से उस support को respect दे रहा है level, price respect दे रहा है. So there is a good probability that there might be a reversal from that level. So this is what I do study. Again, one thing, I never buy any stock which is overbought and never sell any stock which is oversold. I am as agree with Ronak ji. Me too doing the same, that trying to find the reversal opportunities in overbought stocks. Even if I miss a big rally, it doesn't matter. But any overbought stock I do not touch for buying, and any oversold stock I do not touch for selling. So this is what I do. Support and resistance has worked very well for me. So that's what I'm following and using from last 6-7 years.
ओके आई थिंक ये क्वेश्चन बहुत लोगों को भी आया होगा एंड हमारे एक यूजर ने भी भेजा है इन द कमेंट्स which time frame they should use for setting up stop support and resistance while trading.
Shall I answer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It mostly depends on traders mindset. देखिए अगर आप aggressive trader हो, आप क्विक entry exit जानते हो, then small time frame can work for you. I have seen many users working on Bank Nifty I repeat, for in 2 minutes candle or 1 minute candle, and they are making money. So it depends on you in which time frame you are comfortable with. I'm like I have stopped using the candles 5 minutes or 10 minutes candle, at least 15 minutes or 30 minutes. That will give you a better idea. अगर आप नए ट्रेडर हो, मैं सजेस्ट करूंगा बेटर है कि आप इंट्राडे अगर ट्रेड कर रहे हो तो 15 मिनट से नीचे मत जाओ. 30 मिनट्स यूज करोगे, you will get slightly late entry but better signals. Whatever methods you are using, you will get better signals. Okay, so probability of your losses will be low. As you are using slightly higher time frame, that is 30 minutes or 1 hour for intraday, yes, it's obvious that your profits will be small, but protecting your capital is much more important here. Okay, as long as you are alive, you have capital, you are alive in this market. Okay, so that's your highest priority. That should be your highest priority. So the selecting the time frame depends on individual trading style. If you are a scalper, obviously you will go with 3 minutes, 5 minutes max. Okay, if you are comfortable by taking the trade and you want कि decent profit आना चाहिए, then at least you should wait for 1 to 2 hours for intraday trades also. Then in that case, your candle size should be at least 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Otherwise, with 3 minutes candle, you won't be able to catch the big moves. That's my view. Thank you.
Okay, great. I think साकेत जी आपसे मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है. हेलो साकेत जी, या यू कैन अनम्यूट. आई थिंक आप म्यूट पे हो.
Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, आपसे एक क्वेश्चन है. While trading, आप जो टाइम फ्रेम यूज करते हो, मे बी दैट 5 मिनट्स, 15 मिनट्स, व्हाटएवर, आप उसमें कौन से मेन चीजें को देखते हो बिफोर मेकिंग एनी डिसीजंस?
Okay. So it mainly depends on what I am trading. So for example, when I say what I am trading, so right now we are carrying Bank Nifty futures, right? And so here I will be looking at day close of Bank Nifty. So I won't be really interested. So we are looking at 40 to 300 on the low, or 40 to 300 to 200 zone on a day close basis. Because I'm planning to carry futures till budget. So if I end up squaring off for every 5-minute move, then obviously I would have gotten multiple chances to square off if I was just looking at a 5-minute or a 10-minute candle. Because I intend to hold it for a longer time frame. So that is the reason I tend to wait for the day end. Because day end we know that okay, the market might fall and towards the end there might be some buying and the market will reverse. So now if I'm actually, let's say, trading for expiry, so when I'm trading for expiry, it doesn't make any sense to look at the day candle. Because if I rely on day candle, I might end up with a huge loss. I can't wait for the day end or day closing candle. So I have to go to a shorter time frame. So on expiry specifically, we tend to prefer 5-minute time frame. If the trade is positional, let's say I do a weekly option trade, I enter on Friday or a Monday, I usually tend to prefer 15-minute candle for my 15-minute or 13-minute candle. So like I particularly prefer based on what or why exactly I have taken the trade, whether I intend to hold it for some days or whether I intend to square it off today or whether the longer the time frame, I would look at the bigger time frame candle.
Okay, okay, great. सज्जन जी, सेम क्वेश्चन टू यू. आप ट्रेडिंग करते समय जो चार्ट होता है उस पे व्हाट यू विल सी, आप क्या देखते हो जिसके ऊपर आप क्वेश्चंस जिसके आप ऊपर आप डिसीजंस लेते हो व्हाइल ट्रेडिंग?
मेरे को पहले ये देखना है कि मेरे को इंट्राडे करना है या पोजिशनल करना है, फर्स्ट थिंग. ओके, अगर मेरे को पोजिशनल करना है, ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं देखता हूँ कि मार्केट कहाँ पे थोड़ा कंसोलिडेट हो रही है, ठीक है, या अगर ट्रेंडिंग मूव है तो मार्केट कितना बाउंस बैक कर सकती है. वी कॉल इट डेड कैट बाउंस. ओके, और बाउंस करने के बाद किस लेवल पे मेरे को रेजिस्टेंस रखना है, ठीक है. यूजुअली पोजिशनल ट्रेडिंग में जो एसएल होता है, स्पेशली निफ्टी में और बैंक निफ्टी में, आई कीप अराउंड 1%. ओके, and I keep a target of 1:3 and above. And for Bank Nifty, I keep 1.5%. Okay, for positional. और मेरे को अगर निफ्टी में ट्रेडिंग करनी है, सॉरी आई मीन इंट्राडे में करनी है, तो मेरे को टाइम फ्रेम को लोअर करना पड़ेगा. ओके, और मेरे को ना दो चीज देखनी पड़ेंगी. एक देखना पड़ेगा कि वॉल्यूम प्रोफाइल जो मैंने यूज किया है उसमें जो प्रीवियस डे का जो एक इंडिकेशन बना है, जो चार्ट्स बना है, वो बी शेप है या पी शेप है. बी शेप होता है कि मार्केट की जो मेन आई मीन जो कंसोलिडेशन है वो ऊपर की साइड हुई है. इसका मतलब है कि मार्केट में बायर्स ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड हैं एंड दे वांट टू टेक इट हाई. ओके, तो अगर मार्केट नीचे उसके मतलब लेट्स से मार्केट ओपनड बिलो आई मीन इनसाइड बी से सॉरी पी शेप. ओके, सो उस दिन के लिए पी शेप जो का जो अपर लेवल रेंज होगा, ठीक है, वो मेरा बन जाएगा रेजिस्टेंस. सेम एप्लीकेबल टू बी शेप. बी शेप में क्या होता है कि जो पार्टिसिपेंट है वो मार्केट को नीचे ले जाने में दे बिलीव कि मार्केट नीचे जाएगा, तो मेरा हो जाएगा सपोर्ट. ठीक है, सो मैं क्या करूंगा, अगर मेरे को हैवी क्वांटिटी करनी है, ठीक है, सो आई गो लेट्स से आई वांट टू डू लेट्स से 50 लॉट्स. ठीक है, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, जो 25 लॉट्स हैं वो आई मीन 50% ऑफ क्वांटिटी उसको मैं करने वाला हूँ. लेट्स से आई वांट टू गो विद द ट्रेंड, सो आई गो विद द आई मीन लेट्स से इट इज गैप डाउन in a P shape, so I'll go with half the quantity. Once it breaks the P shape high, or let's say it is staying continuously above the POC point of control, ठीक है, या कोई मेजर जो वैल्यू एरिया था उसके ऊपर वो ट्रेड हो रहा है, then I'll go for another 50%. ठीक है, और एक और बात, अगर मेरे को इंट्राडे करना है ना, आप देखोगे कभी कभी कि मार्केट में एकदम से रैली आती है. सपोज करो कि मार्केट डाउन ट्रेंड में है, तो कई बार क्या होता है, मार्केट लेट्स से 9:15 टू लेट्स से 1:30 और 12:30 एक रेंज में रहता है. उसके बाद क्या होता है, सडनली मार्केट गिरना शुरू हो जाता है, तो वी कॉल इट सेल ऑन रिलीज. तो हम उसमें क्या करते हैं, अपनी पोजीशन को डबल कर देते हैं, क्योंकि कंफर्मेशन है कि जो लोग उसको सस्टेन कर रहे थे लेट्स से डाउन ट्रेंड में या अप ट्रेंड में उसको रोक रहे थे, उन लोगों ने गिव अप कर दिया है, एंड इट्स अ गुड टाइम टू डबल द पोजीशन. ऐसे काम करते हैं.
ओके ओके, दैट्स रियली ग्रेट टू नो. रौनक जी, आपसे भी सही सेम क्वेश्चन. आप जब ट्रेडिंग करते समय चार्ट देखते हो तो उसमें आप कौन से इंडिकेटर्स देखते हो, उसके बेस पे आप डिसीजन लेते हो?
हाँ देखिए रोशन जी, हमारा वही है कि जब भी हम भी कोई पहले बात तो हम इंट्राडे थोड़ा सा अवॉइड करते हैं, लेकिन यस हम इंट्राडे में एक हम बैक टेस्टिंग रियल फॉरवर्ड टेस्टिंग मेरी जारी है. जैसे अभी की एग्जांपल दूं तो हम लोग एक स्ट्रैंगल जो है, स्ट्रैंगल या स्टैडल्स दोनों हमारा जो है बैक टेस्ट रियल फॉरवर्ड टेस्टिंग में चल रहा है. अब उसमें अगर हम इस तरीके से ट्रेड करते हैं, देखिए एक एक चीजें जैसे आपका डेल्टा, गामा, थीटा, वेगा, ये सब जो होते हैं, इन चीजों को हम फिलहाल तो अवॉइड करते हैं. अब एक चीज है कि अगर बैंक निफ्टी आज 42,000 पे है, तो 42,000 की अगर कॉल जो है वो 300 रुपीज पे है, और अगर 42,000 की पुट अगर 200 रुपीज पे है, एंड इफ द निफ्टी एक्सपायर्स एट दिस पॉइंट ओनली एंड मींस 42,000, एवरीथिंग विल गो टू जीरो, या 0.1 पे से रहेगा अगर इस पॉइंट पे ही एक्सपायर होता है तो, राइट। तो उसी चीज को पॉइंट रखते हुए कि आई ऑलवेज से कि इफ द एनी थिंग्स वैल्यू इज अबव जीरो, लेट्स से एक अगर आपको कोई चीज बेच रहा है जिसकी वैल्यू जीरो है, अगर आपको वो चीज बेच रहा है 200 रुपए के लिए, तो आप क्यों लेते हो? there is no point of buying that thing which is whose real value is zero. Exactly same thing we apply in our intraday and positional trading in options. Exactly, if the Nifty is 42,000 and the call of 42,000 is 300 rupees, I will never buy it. Why? Because the intrinsic value of that call is zero. So I will go with short. And when the Nifty moves up by 300 points, let's say if I shorted 42,000 call option at rupees 300 and I shorted 42,000 put option at rupees 300. Okay, so now my break even point is 600 point, but when the Nifty moves up by 300 points, I'm just shifting my strangles or straddles at 43,000. So 42,000 का हमने जो straddle short किया है, फिर हम 43 पे चले जाएंगे, उसका करेंगे, ये वाला हम स्क्वायर ऑफ कर देंगे। तो इस तरीके से ये प्रोसेस जो है कंटिन्यू चलता रहेगा। और आई थिंक इस तरीके से अगर मैं काम करता हूँ, अभी तक मैंने किया नहीं, मैंने ये लाइव कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैं काफी इंप्रेस हुआ हूँ कि जो स्ट्रैंगल जो स्टैडल्स हैं ये आपको काफी अच्छा प्रॉफिट ईयर मंथली बेस पे दे सकते हैं, जैसे कि साकेत जी बनाते हैं इन रियलिटी। तो उसी को मैं सोचते हुए यही करता हूँ कि मैं जब भी हम स्ट्रैंगल बनाते हैं, स्टैडल बनाते हैं, जैसे ही स्ट्रैंगल से हमारा जो स्ट्रैंगल इन द मनी, डीप इन द मनी होता है, तो हम कोई भी होता है, चाहे वो पुट हो जाए कॉल हो जाए, वी शिफ्ट द स्ट्रैंगल और स्टैडल्स टू दी एट द मनी। सो 42,000 का स्ट्रैंगल शॉर्ट किया तो हम 42 में चले जाए, 43 में चले जाएंगे। जब 43 का अगर फिर 300 पॉइंट ऊपर चला गया तो हम 43 का चले जाएंगे। इस तरीके से ये कंटिन्यू चलता रहता है। और इसके अंदर इस स्ट्रेटजी में कोई भी इंडिकेटर वी डोंट यूज, कोई इंडिकेटर इसमें लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि अगर निफ्टी अगर इस रेंज के अंदर रहेगी तो चाहे वो इसका स्ट्रैंगल जो 44,000 का कॉल है, चाहे वो 400 हो या 500 हो, डेफिनेटली इट हैज टू कम टू जीरो। और अगर 42,000 का जो पुट है वो अगर 400 रुपीज का भी है तो वो जीरो आना ही है ना। इसमें थीटा वेगा लेगा ये सब कुछ काम नहीं करने वाला। काम करता है जिसको नॉलेज है वो जानता है कि कैसे काम करता है। लेकिन मुझे इतना ही पता है कि अगर 42,000 के नीचे निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी क्लोज होगी तो 42,000 की कॉल जीरो होगी। अगर 42,000 के ऊपर बैंक निफ्टी क्लोज होगी तो 42,000 की पुट जीरो होगी। इतना मुझे मालूम है। एंड दैट ओनली आई कीप इन माइंड व्हाइल ट्रेडिंग दीज ऑप्शंस। सो दिस इज अंडर रियल बैक टेस्टिंग। आई होप कि आई विल मेक गुड मनी like other option sellers are making. So this is and I don't use any kind of indicator in this plan.
ओके ओके ग्रेट। एक यूजर का क्वेश्चन है, आपको मैं पूछता हूँ रौनक जी, हाउ टू फाइंड ट्रेंड रिवर्सल इन चार्ट?
देखिए, ट्रेंड रिवर्सल फाइंड करने का सिंपल सा लॉजिक है। एक स्टॉक गिरता चला जा रहा है, 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 ठीक है। दो स्ट्रेटजीज है। नंबर 1, डाइवर्जेंस। आप डाइवर्जेंस के लिए आप मैकडी भी यूज कर सकते हो, यू कैन ऑल्सो यूज RSI, यू कैन यूज स्टोकेस्टिक। आप मतलब कि कोई भी इंडिकेटर यूज करते हो। डाइवर्जेंस सिंपल सा तरीका है, इफ द प्राइस इज कमिंग डाउन एंड द इंडिकेटर इज गोइंग अप, इट्स ए डाइवर्जेंस। एक ये तरीका है। दूसरा जो है, जब तक एनी स्टॉक इज बिलो 200 मूविंग एवरेज, द ट्रेंड इज डाउन। और ये 200 में आई नॉट ओनली अलोन आई एम यूजिंग, इट इज यूज्ड वर्ल्ड वाइड। जो जितने भी बड़े ट्रेडर हैं, इतने भी लॉजिक है, ये हर एक इसको यूज करता है। एंड व्हेन स्टॉक्स मूव्स कम्स अप फ्रॉम द 200 मूविंग एवरेज, द स्टॉक टर्न्स टू अप ट्रेंड। ये सिंपल है लेकिन लोग इसको मानते नहीं है। एंड if you believe me, whenever I buy an stock, I keep this in my strategy कि I don't buy any stock which is below, trading below 200 moving average. I always buy the stock which is trading above 200 moving average. तो सिंपल सा लॉजिक मैं पिक करता हूँ। इफ यू सी डाइवर्जेंस द स्टॉक, एक वो तरीका है बाय करने का। दूसरा है, इफ यू मिस दैट डाइवर्जेंस, यू कैन बाय when the stock comes above 200 moving average. लेकिन ये नहीं कि whenever the stock, अगर वो immediately आता है तो आप buy कर लो. Just wait. The stock which comes up moves above the moving average, it has to retest once back to the moving average. So अगर वो 200 को क्रॉस करता है, बैक आता है 200 के ऊपर, and that is the point to get into the stock for a further rally. और मैंने ये स्टॉक ऐसे कई रैलीज राइड की हैं और मैं कर भी रहा हूँ. So it's a very simple strategy. If you one can follow, it's a very simple and easy to understand also.
ग्रेट ग्रेट ग्रेट. मैं यूजर्स को बोलना चाहूंगा, अगर आपको कोई क्वेश्चंस है तो आप हमें स्पीकर की रिक्वेस्ट वो भेज सकते हैं. वी कैन एक्सेप्ट दैट, देन यू कैन डायरेक्टली स्पीक विद द वन ऑफ आवर एक्सपर्ट्स और आपका क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. तब तक के लिए साकेत जी आपके लिए एक स्पेसिफिकली क्वेश्चन पूछा है बाय आई थिंक चंद्रपाल सिंह जी ने. आप कौन सी स्ट्रेटेजी यूज करते हैं, डायरेक्शनल और साइडवेज स्ट्रेटेजी, एंड हाउ डू यू मैनेज योर डेबिट स्प्रेड? साकेत जी आई थिंक आप म्यूट पे हो. हेलो हेलो, आई थिंक साकेत जी म्यूट पे. सज्जन जी तब तक के लिए आपको एक क्वेश्चन है फ्रॉम यूजर्स.
Yeah, please.
हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई ट्रेंड यूजिंग प्राइस एक्शन?
How to identify trend using price action? देखो एक सिंपल सा फंडा है, ठीक है. फंडा ये है कि let's say if the price is moving in a range, okay, then probability of a breakout is very high, okay, because many times ना V shape जो रिकवरी होती है ना, ठीक है, वो एक I mean रिलायबिलिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से V shape रिकवरी 80% नहीं आती मार्केट में, ठीक है. सो वी कैन इग्नोर V shape रिकवरी, ओके. और अगर मार्केट में कंसोलिडेशन अच्छा है, देयर इज अ बिग कंसोलिडेशन, देन रिलायबिलिटी ऑफ I mean breakout or breakdown is very high, okay. So I always follow consolidation for a trending trade. This is my main thing.
ओके ओके, ग्रेट ग्रेट. आई थिंक साकेत जी का थोड़ा नेटवर्क इशू है. सौरभ जी आपसे बात करते तब तक, लाइक आई हैव आस्क्ड ऑल द स्पीकर्स व्हाइल सीइंग चार्ट, आप कौन से इंडिकेटर्स या कौन से पॉइंट्स देखते हो जिसके बेस पर आप डिसीजन लेते हो?
जैसे कि मैंने बताया था, मेनली सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस रहता है. एक यूजर्स के भी क्वेरी भी देख रहा था कि उन्होंने पूछा कि जैसे रिवर्सल देख रहे हैं या फिर कुछ एक डिसीजन मेकिंग है, वो वहां पर यूजुअली क्या होता है कि अगर आप किसी को कॉपी करते हो, जैसे किसी की ट्रेड आप कॉपी कर रहे हो कि उसने बाय दिया, मैंने बाय किया, उसने सेल दिया, मैंने सेल किया, आपका कॉन्फ्लिक्ट कहाँ पे आता है कि माइंडसेट में. जैसे अगर वो ट्रेडर है, वो एक इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्पज से ले रहा है, ठीक है, बहुत सी क्वेरीज आती है, मैंने इंडिया सीमेंट्स बाय किया हुआ है 210 पे, 205 आ गया, मैं क्या करूं? इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्पज से लिया है, बट 5 रुपए नीचे आने पे वो पैनिक कर रहे हैं. तो ये चीज होता है आपका माइंडसेट. आप ट्रेडिंग पर आप एंटर तो होते हो ट्रेडिंग पर्पज से, बट आप बोलते हो कि हाँ मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्पज से हूँ. तो जब आपका टाइम हॉरिजॉन जब आपका डिफाइंड नहीं होता आपके दिमाग में, तो आप हर 2-3 रुपए में पैनिक करने लगते हो. तो जब ट्रेड एंट्री लेते हो, आपको ये क्लियर पता होना चाहिए कि आप इंट्राडे बेसिस पे ले रहे हो, पोजिशनल ले रहे हो या फिर इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्पज से ले रहे हो. उसी हिसाब से आपको टाइम फ्रेम यूज करना होगा. अब देखिए, अगर आप 5 मिनट्स या 15 मिनट्स या 30 मिनट्स का टाइम फ्रेम निकाल के ये अपना सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करोगे, उसके बेसिस पे आप इन्वेस्टमेंट पिक तो कैलकुलेट नहीं कर पाओगे, उसका लेवल नहीं निकाल पाओगे. तो इन्वेस्टमेंट अगर आप इन्वेस्टमेंट पर्पज से जा रहे हो, किसी स्टॉक को सेलेक्ट कर रहे हो, उसके लेवल्स आपको कैलकुलेट करने हैं, तो आपको उसको मंथली वीकली चार्ट पे देखना होगा, राइट. तो अगर आपको ये आपका टाइम हॉरिजॉन डिफाइन होना चाहिए कि एग्जैक्टली आप कर कैसे रहे हो. जैसे अगर मैं इंट्राडे पर्पज से देखता हूं, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ अगर यूजुअली ड्यूरिंग एक्सपायरी डेज, इंस्टेड ऑफ प्रेडिक्टिंग वेयर प्राइस कैन मूव, आई एम मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन वेयर प्राइस कैन नॉट गो. ओके, सो मेरा ऑप्शन सेलिंग में वो काम हो जाता है, इससे कंसिस्टेंट पैसा आता है, राइट. सो मेरे को एक प्रॉपर एक ऐसा सपोर्ट और ऐसा रेजिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करना होता है. दिस कैन बी डन इन मल्टीपल वेज. या आप प्राइस एक्शन से कर सकते हो, ट्रेंड लाइन सपोर्ट्स होते हैं, हॉरिजॉन्टल वर्टिकल, हॉरिजॉन्टल वाले सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस हो सकते हैं, और यू कैन यूज ओआई डेटा टू आइडेंटिफाई। उसके बेसिस पे आपको एक सेफ लेवल निकालना है एज पर योर कंफर्ट। कुछ लोग होते हैं जैसे बैंक निफ्टी 42,000 चल रहा है, वो 42,000 का ही कॉल बेचेंगे इफ दे कम टू नो कि प्राइस कैन गो डाउन और एटलीस्ट कैन नॉट गो अप। सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर कंफर्ट। कुछ लोग बोलते हैं 41,800 का कॉल बेचेंगे, और कुछ लोग कहते हैं आई वांट टू प्ले सेफ एंड आई विल सेल 42,500 कॉल एंड अबव और अबव। सो इफ इन केस रिवर्सल कम्स इन, तो उस केस में क्या होता है, जिन्होंने ज्यादा रिस्क लिया है उनको ही एडजस्टमेंट में प्रॉब्लम आती है, वही ट्रैप होते हैं जल्दी, और अगर वो नहीं एग्जीक्यूट कर पाए अपना प्लान प्रॉपरली तो वहां पे वो लॉस हो जाता है। तो ये डिपेंड करता है कि आप किस टाइम हॉरिजॉन में, टाइम फ्रेम में कंफर्टेबल हो। तो दैट यू नीड टू यूज टू एंटर इनटू ट्रेड और टू एग्जीक्यूट योर प्लान्स।
Okay, okay, great. Saket ji, I think आप
Yeah. Sorry, sir. I went to
worries.
unmute and I got disconnected.
No worries. आपके
Yeah.
लिए क्वेश्चन आया था specifically. Which strategy do you use? Prefer directional strategy or sideways strategy? And how do you manage debit spread?
Usually we do only non-directional strategies. So specifically straddles, and even sometimes we do strangles also. And debit strategies, like for example, when you say debit strategies, do you mean debit spreads, or like even buying a simple option also becomes a debit strategy? So assuming you're talking about a debit spread like a bull call spread or say bear put spread, so managing them again is more like I would be giving from the perspective of a non-directional trader. So let's say you take a bullish trade and the market reverses. So to put things into or just to give a simple example, any strategy you take in options specifically, it is always a spread with a base. So for example, let's say you want to create a iron fly, you can simply create a bull call spread and a bear put spread, and when you combine both, it forms an iron fly. And similarly for an iron condor. So if you're doing ratio spreads, it is going to be something like a bear put spread plus a naked put short. So everything comes with the spread. So any kind of option strategies you take. So you can create with a naked option plus a spread, right? Or you can create with two splits and it forms to be one more new strategy. So when all the strategies have spreads as their base, right? So you can create, so when you create a spread, you can convert it into any strategy you want by just adding additional legs. So for example, let's say you have gone or you have done a bull call spread, right? So by simply shorting an additional call option, you can create that into a ratio spread. So there are multiple ways how you can end up managing a debit spread particularly. And coming to the first question of what exactly we do, specifically straddles and little bit of strength.
Okay, great. I think Puran ji, quick question है. Puran ji, you can unmute and you can ask your question to our experts.
Yeah, hi. Thanks a lot. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. So my question is, to really understand if there is any
Mhm.
strategy for dividend paying stocks. So typically, we all know that when someone declares a dividend, right, on X date, and after that, the X date, the price typically falls down. So is there a strategy to really play either in future on options for those stocks? I wanted to really understand.
Yeah, sure. साकेत जी, सज्जन जी, रौनक जी,
Yeah.
सौरभ जी, या कोई भी आपसे.
Shall I answer?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So actually, the thing is, so when a company declares a dividend, so that is a known information in the market. And the thing is, whenever the company declares a dividend, it will also tell how much dividend it is issuing, say 20 rupees or 5 rupees, right? So the thing is, if you actually look at the futures, for example, they will already be in a discount. So as soon as the company declares the dividend and before the dividend is actually paid out, the futures will already be in the discount. And it is not just the futures, even the options will be pricing in properly. And this is a pretty well known fact because if this is not the case, there's going to be free money everywhere. Right. So, what is free money? Very simply, buy the stock, sell the futures. So the future price is going to fall, and the stock price is also going to fall post the dividend date, but you're also going to get the dividend. So obviously, it's a free money for everybody, right? So that opportunity does not exist. Even when you look at options, simply buy a put option, buy the stock. Anyways, 100% the stock is going to fall because if a company is paying out 10 rupees dividend, so obviously the stock price is going to fall by 10 rupees. So if the stock price falls by 10 rupees, if you buy a put option and keep, obviously you're going to make money. But if you own the stock, you're not going to lose money because stock is going to fall by 10 rupees and you're going to get the 10 rupees into your bank. So it's a free money basically, and this free money opportunity does not exist in market. So there is no way you're going to make use of this free money. And why I'm telling this specifically is thinking of the exact same idea. Even I had once bought Vedanta put option, assuming that okay, so post the dividend, Vedanta is going to fall and I'm going to make big profit. But turned out that Vedanta's put option, which was so far OTM, was pricing in so much premium, and that day I couldn't understand why. So later, when the stock actually fell, the put option didn't even go up by a single percent because it was already properly pricing in the fall after dividend.
So Saket, I just have one question, follow-up question. So see,
Right,
this dividend calendar is available, much in advance, right? You can find out the
right,
dividend
right.
calendar. So I know, everything is priced in the market. But typically, if you have, let's say, a calendar available, and you try
Hmm?
to enter this, a little before, let's say, maybe 1.5 months, you buy a future, of that stock.
Right.
Basically, so can't that be played out? Because uh, by then, it is known that company will declare dividend, but how much and all we don't know, right? In the
Correct.
speculation, the price will go up, right, a little bit. So
Uh, yeah, so it really depends. So generally, dividends, you get very rare cases of a special dividend declaration. Generally, it happens during the results. So if the results is very bad and the company declares a dividend, the stock is either way is going to fall, no matter how much dividend they give. If the result is extremely good and they don't give dividend, also the stock is going to go up.
okay. No, I mean, can this not be tied up with, let's say, macroeconomy, where when we say, let's say,
Hmm?
China is opening up, the metal
Hmm?
prices are sort of going up, and if you, let's
Hmm?
say, buy a future of, let's say, Coal India or any Vedanta, for example, you took Vedanta example, and we
Right.
know that because China is opening up, Vedanta will probably do good, and it aligns with, let's say, your dividend payout date, let's say in April. Just taking an example. So
Huh?
can you not buy a future, let's say in February, in the
No,
anticipation that
okay. So here, what in my observation, I might be wrong. So if anybody can give a better clarity on this, it would be great. But I will just tell from my understanding. Recently, let's say Hindustan Zinc or somebody declares a dividend, REC or PFC. Generally, the dividend date would be post March. In the sense, you will be receiving it in your bank post March only, and the reason behind this is till March, the futures are already there. So you can literally go and short March futures today at this current price. But if you actually look at the April futures, it would be trading at a discount to the March futures, pricing in the dividend. So I have not come across a case till now where, let's say, next 3 months you will be receiving the dividend in your bank after the company declares it. So very rare cases I have actually come across that. Actually, I haven't. As I don't know if somebody have seen this opportunity where uh, as soon as they declare a dividend, let's say the payout date is in March, so they can even today go and short March futures because March futures will be trading at the same level.
Mhm. See, I know this FNO are basically priced in basis future, not on the spot.
Right.
So what you said is correct, because I was also observing for Coal India. and I saw that they are basically priced in as per the future, and future is already discounted.
Right,
But I was
right.
just trying to find out if there is any something else. I don't know. I mean, a combination of something which could really give you bang of the buck. So I was just trying to explore because you guys are like very much into this.
In my opinion, I don't think there is any such free money. Like Coal India went up not because of the dividend, definitely. So that is something which I'm pretty sure of. But like even though when companies give out a bonus issue and all of those, even there it is sometimes debatable that okay, just because of the bonus announcement whether the stock is going to go up, or post the bonus issuing the bonus the stock is going to go up. So again there it becomes debatable. So in like I believe that there is no free money. Maybe I am wrong. So there is high chances that I am wrong and there might be some opportunity. So it would like if any other speaker can like tell me also in case if I'm wrong, I would love to be correct.
Okay, great. आई थिंक पूरन जी आपको क्वेश्चन का आपका आंसर मिल गया होगा.
I mean, yeah, I got it what Saket is saying, but I was just wondering, there is something else if others who are here in the call
Yeah, sure.
have
Sachin
some
ji,
more.
if you have any opinion on it, Ronak ji, Saurabh ji.
रोशन एक्चुअली मैं ऑफलाइन हो गया था ड्यू टू नेट कनेक्टिविटी, तो मुझे समझ नहीं आया, लेकिन जब तक मैं ऑप्शन को
आई थिंक रोनक जी आपका वॉइस कट हो रहा है.
हाँ, दैट इज आई थिंक इशू. तो थोड़ा मुझे मुश्किल होगा आंसर देने में, तो अगर साजिन जी बोल सकते हैं तो अच्छी बात है.
आई थिंक साजन जी का भी नेटवर्क इशू है. या सौरभ जी,
थोड़ा सा
if you are
So no
Hello?
problem, maybe it's
Yeah,
okay. You can move on, because I don't want to really waste everybody's time.
yeah, sure. I think another question I have from Pratik ji. Yeah, Pratik ji, you can ask your question. हेलो प्रतीक जी, आपको स्पीकर इनवाइट आपका एक्सेप्ट हो गया. आप पूछ
हेलो,
सकते हो.
आवाज आ रही है?
या श्योर.
हाँ जी सर.
यस आ रही है आपकी.
हाँ जी सर, मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि मतलब मैं सिस्टमेटिक ट्रेडिंग थोड़े टाइम से ट्राई किया है 6 महीने से. तो आई वांट टू नो कि कौन सा एल्गो प्लेटफॉर्म रिलायबल है, क्योंकि मैं मैन्युअली करता हूँ. मैंने कोई एल्गो प्लेटफॉर्म पे सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है अपने ऑर्डर एग्जीक्यूशन के लिए. तो आप अगर कुछ इस पे कुछ हेल्प कर पाए कि कौन सा रिलायबल है तो बड़ी हेल्प हो जाएगी.
आई थिंक रौनक जी, आप अभी अल्गो में स्टार्ट किया आपने, तो आप आई थिंक इसका क्वेश्चन का आंसर दे सकते हैं.
हाँ रोशन जी, अभी आवाज क्लियर है मेरी?
हाँ जी.
यस.
हाँ, तो हमने अभी जो है जैसे कि हम लोग पूरा एल्गो में शिफ्ट हो रहे हैं, तो हम लोग अभी ट्रेडट्रोन का प्लेटफॉर्म यूज कर रहे हैं. तो उस ट्रेडट्रोन में जहाँ तक हो सके थोड़ा सा आपको स्ट्रेटजी, आप किसी भी टाइप की स्ट्रेटजी को वहाँ पर अपना बना सकते हैं, और बनाने के बाद उसको आप डिप्लॉय कर सकते हैं. सो ट्रेडट्रोन एज ऑफ नो, क्योंकि मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ इसलिए मैं उसको बता रहा हूँ. इसके अलावा भी काफी और प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं, लेकिन अदर प्लेटफॉर्म्स आर ओनली फॉर इंट्राडे, बट ट्रेडट्रोन इज आई थिंक फॉर इंट्राडे एंड पोजिशनल लेवल. आप उसको किसी भी टाइम में कर सकते हो. ट्रेडट्रोन एज ऑफ नो वी आर यूजिंग, सो आई थिंक टू गो फॉर दैट इफ यू लाइक. There are variety of options in market, you can search for them. But personally, we are using TradeTron as of now.
Okay. Thank you.
ओके प्रतीक जी, आई थिंक आपका आंसर मिल गया.
हाँ.
विवेक जी, या विवेक जी, आप आपका क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो. हेलो विवेक जी, I have accepted your request. You can ask your question. आई थिंक विवेक जी का थोड़ा इश्यू आया है. तब तक हम एक कमेंट्स में से क्वेश्चन लेते हैं. साकेत जी, आपके लिए क्वेश्चन है. how do you manage straddle when there is clear trend?
When there is clear trend, it is pretty simple. You just take off one leg. So you let the other leg run. So otherwise, if there is no clear trend, but there is some bias, for example, you're expecting market to be bullish or market to fall. So that time, let's say I am holding a 42, actually I'm holding a 42,500 short straddle. Tomorrow, if it breaks 42,700 and starts rallying, I'll just exit my call option. And maybe around 43,000, if I find, okay, market is facing some resistance, it might reverse from here, I'll simply add a 43,500 call option later on. So converting straddles into strangle. So first you cut one leg. So the moment you feel that, okay, the market might reverse, you just add and convert that into a simple short strangle.
Okay, great. There is one question from our user. आप तीनों में से कोई भी आंसर दे सकता है. Question is, I want to ask how to earn regular small profit through small capital on regular basis in index. Because as an initial trader, I want to consolidate my profit capital. Sorry.
As he said that his capital is small, he has no other option than go for buying. Okay, future, I won't suggest because risk, as his capital is small, so I am considering he's not having much experience. So risk management is much more important, plays much important role in futures. Okay, for options, he can do buying, and for that he needs very strong chart reading skills. Otherwise, because buying, he should be very much accurate for his entry and exits. Okay, even if he's right, and still he can lose money if he gets late for taking his profits. Okay, so he need to be very strong in technical analysis and chart reading. That's what I can say. With a small capital, only thing left with you is option buying. If you are as you are targeting index only for intraday, and that is the only thing. But yes, you need to have patience to wait for right setup. Like first of all, you need to identify which setup works for you. Once you get the idea, just keep on waiting for that particular setup to form that setup formation. Okay, you need to be a sniper trader for that. Just wait for that, and once that happens, once that pattern forms, just execute your trade, and and the moment you break your rules, market will definitely going to punish you. So it's all about discipline. You need to identify which patterns, which trading style works for you as you are with trading with small capital. So go for option buying and identify the setup, and it's all about discipline then.
Okay, great.
Here I have one more answer actually. So like how sir suggested, you can also do option buying. So is that for like how he pointed out very clearly about being very disciplined, and you have to have good entry and exit. That is very important, and whatever he has pointed out is absolutely essential to do when you're doing option buying. So if you want to do something little more easy and like where you can execute it easily, you can simply try spreads. So I will tell you what exactly you can do. So before you start, so to do spreads, you would just need 22,000 rupees. That's all you need. Just with 22,000 rupees, you can create a simple spread. So now, before you actually do spread, just take out a piece of paper every day, or maybe for every week, just have a view on the market, whether from this point. So right now, Nifty is at 18,030. So whether Nifty is going to end this expiry above 18,030 or below 18,030, that is all you have to do. Like, don't worry about anything else. So even if it is ending at 18,031 or 18,032, and you would have taken a call, it is going to end above 18,030, you're correct. So just take this simple call, whether it is going to end above 18,030 or below 18,030. So keep doing this at least for, let's say, around 8 to 10 times. or it is better the more you do it. Let's say you do it for 20 times. See out of 20 times, how many times you're actually able to predict the direction. So let's say you come out or you turn out to be right 12 times and you lose money, or you turn out to be wrong 8 times. So this is a very good probability in your favor, 60-40. So this is more than enough to make money. So all you have to aim for is, based on your chart trading skill, you have to be right 12 times and out 12 times out of 20 times to start executing the spread. Now simply take a very easy bull call spread or a bear put spread. If you're bullish on the market, simply buy a 18,000 call option, sell a 18,050 call option. That is all you have to do. And you will need exactly 22,000 rupees to do it. So buy a 18,000 call option, sell a 18,050 call option. So now if the market goes up, you're going to make money. And it comes with 1:1 risk to reward. So you will either make 2,000 rupees or you will either lose 2,000 rupees. It is not, or you might either make 1,500 and lose 1,500. And that is all. That is the worst case scenario. You will either lose 1,500 and make 1,500. And if you're achieving 60% probability, it is a pretty straightforward game. So 60% of the times you are going to make 1,500. Remaining 40% of the times you are going to lose 1,500. End of the day, you are going to remain net profitable. So what is important is just to make sure that you are able to achieve this 60-65% being right ratio.
ओके ओके, ग्रेट ग्रेट। आई थिंक आपको आपका आंसर मिल गया होगा। विवेक जी, आप आपका क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं।
My question is related to intraday trading. So I want to ask, before entering into the market, what we have to consider?
या हेलो, या साकेत जी, सौरभ जी, आप में से कोई भी आंसर कर सकता है क्वेश्चन।
So the thing is, first thing, like when you say you want to enter into markets, so first thing definitely you should consider is why exactly you're entering. So are you entering for your, so you want to make this your primary income, or you want to make this your secondary income? And next question what you have to ask is, okay, because many people will be doing job, they want to quit job and come to trading. So that is the first question you have to ask yourself, why exactly you want to come to markets. So based on why exactly you want to get into markets, so then you can see, okay, what are the things to consider. If you're doing it as a full-time trader, you can do it differently. If you're doing it as a part-time trader, you can simply automate the systems and don't have to look at the screen at all.
Okay, there is one more question. Actually, it's related to intraday trading. If I'm entering at 9:15 in the market, so what are the parameters that I have to watch before taking any trade, like a global scenario and other things that I have to watch?
I think there is nothing particular as such. So let's say 9:15 you come to the market. What is more important is how a market is going to start behaving. So whether there is going to be a sell-off, whether people are, after say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whether it forms a range or the selling continues or buying continues. So what happens after the market opens is going to be really crucial. So definitely where the market starts is already determined, in the sense, if you look at SGX Nifty, you will get a fair idea whether we are going to have a gap up or a gap down. So what happens to market later on is something which like you will have to see only after it opens. Like you won't be knowing any factor before the market, which you get to know is not going to influence what happens after the market opens.
Okay, thank you.
या आई थिंक आपको आंसर मिल गया। प्रतीक जी, आई थिंक आपका और एक क्वेश्चन है। दिस इज लास्ट क्वेश्चन वी कैन टेक। या प्रतीक जी, आप पूछ सकते हैं। या हाय।
हाँ जी सर, ये आजकल एक्सपायरी के दिन पे 2 बजे के बाद सडन डायरेक्शनल मूव आ जाता है, तो उससे तो प्रॉफिट को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं?
So actually, what you told is quite true. There is a lot of violent moves coming during expiry. So even to be honest, we have also faced a lot of issues to like specifically in the past few expiries. It has not gone the way we expect because whole day it would be in one direction. Suddenly the market reverses. So there are two things actually. One is so the market movements, like for example, right now it's very volatile. So it is going to be temporary. If you see October and November, the markets were really calm. So it's just that market behavior which changes over time. That is one thing. And the second thing, to protect the profits, the best way is to book it. So when we know that okay, the markets are volatile, that move is going to come, it is better to book it. So even though I say it easily, sometimes when I'm sitting in front of the screen, I don't do it. So like I can openly admit that okay, you still feel like okay, let me hold this and see it might happen. So because I myself don't do it many times, that's the reason I didn't tell it as a first thing, even though that is the most important thing you have to do is when you know market is volatile, whenever you get profits, you book it. But it is not an easy thing to do when trade is going in your favor. So suddenly you want, definitely nobody would expect suddenly the market will reverse and start going against you. So just to summarize, so one, the market cycles keep changing. So right now it is volatile, but sometimes it is going to stay flat. So you don't have to make it a point that every time you get a profit, you book it. But when you expect the market to stay volatile, you can just end up booking it.
Or I can share. I decide like suppose my profit is running, suppose 20,000 my profit is in, I'm in 20,000 profit, my trade is running. So I just check the trade, like if I feel that there's a sudden spike, market is getting ready for a sudden spike on either side, what I do is I set a criteria like how much profit I'm comfortable with, which I don't want to lose. Like it's 15k, 10k, or 12k. There I put the stop loss. If it is running, then it's fine. If the dip or the move comes against me, then at least I have that much profit with me. So this is what I do.
This is actually a great suggestion. I think this should be the right way to approach it than what I told. So maybe you can set a profit limit. It's basically like trailing your stop loss. So this is a great suggestion. I think you should follow this.
Because if it comes down below that limit, then we have some regret feelings in our mind, and then we comes into what to say, the revenge trading, that we need to get that profit back. So that's where we will end up into wrong things.
Okay, great. One more question और साकेत जी आपके लिए specific question है.
Yes, sir.
Do you use any algo while trading, or you do it manually on for intraday?
And we do use algos. We do use it to a very small percentage of our capital. Actually, we have our own algo platform, so a free to use algo platform called Target. So we run our algos from there only. But we use it to a very small percentage of our capital. So you might ask why. So when you have your platform, why don't you completely automate? There is an answer to that also. The thing is, the algo strategy is what we use, right? So that gives return. So the expectation from that algo strategy is anywhere around 18 to 25%. So that is the range where we can expect the algo or the performance of the algo to be. So the thing is, with discretionary, as of now, for the current level of capital, we are able to achieve more than 25%. And that's the reason we still prefer most of the capital to be in discretionary, because we are able to perform better or able to generate more returns than the algo. But let's say there will be a day. So definitely we are going to have a day where the returns discretionary is going to start performing lesser than the algo. Let's say our capital scales from current 6 crores to maybe 20 crores. That time our returns might fall to 15%, 16%. So that day easily I would be any day shifting to most of my capital to algo and less of my capital to discrete.
Okay, okay, great, great, great. I think we should move to our closing remarks. Shall we start with Ronak ji? Ronak ji, do you have any closing remarks before we end?
No, Roshan ji, is good interaction with Saket ji and other persons over here. And thank you so much. No other special remarks, but we do studying the company Anup, and I think this stock we shared on our Twitter line also. I don't personally invest in this because I don't have money at the moment, because all the money is invested, and from new year we are looking something different. So Anup is the company which others may focus on in the later on when the stock makes new all-time high. So at the moment it is at right place. So it is not a recommendation. It's my view. It may move higher, so people can focus on that company.
Great, great, great. Yeah, Saket ji, any closing remarks from you?
So first of all, I had a great time. Like in this space, and it was great having to share spaces with Sajjan sir, Saurabh sir. So I had a great time. And also we got to learn. So one thing which we got to learn here is everybody here is using different indicators. Everybody is using different time frames of chart. And the thing is, it just shows that you can make profit using anything. In the sense, there is no particular thing which says, okay, only if you do this, you're going to make profit. Otherwise, you're going to make a loss. So we literally got to know how many different kinds of way people trade. We had 4 traders, and all of them traded differently. All of them used different indicators, and that's the beauty of trading. So, but one thing I'm pretty sure all of us would definitely agree on is to have proper discipline in trading. So it doesn't matter which strategy you use or which indicator you use. So if you have proper discipline, I'm pretty sure even making profit wouldn't be hard.
Great, great, great. Yeah, Saurabh ji, any remarks from you?
Okay, first of all, before closing this, I'd like to thank Saket ji for being my virtual mentor. Your videos are very helpful, were and are very helpful for me, and I have learned a lot from your YouTube channel and videos. Thanks for sharing those knowledge and information.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Okay, and from before closing, my final comments would be: don't blindly copy anyone, because they have everyone is having their own trading style. So first identify what exactly suits you. If you are good in futures trading, try to if you are good in futures trading or option buying or option selling, try to build a setup accordingly. If you are a option buyer, focus majorly on momentum. That's where you can get the results. Okay, if you are an option seller, better focus on support and resistance. That will give you a better better results. And if you are a futures trader, then again the price action comes into play. So first, don't directly jump into buying that he's making money, he's using this, so I should start using this. No, identify your trading style and then accordingly develop your system, and then use go with the indicators accordingly. That's what I say. Thank you.
Great, great. I think there is some technical issues. Sajjan sir want to join, but there is issue with them joining the space. No worries. I think we have a great space. मैं आप तीनों के साथ and सज्जन जी के साथ we can plan next space also. We will get in talk with you and users. अगर आपको कोई भी questions है with our experts, you can directly communicate with them on Twitter. They are also there for to help you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Rajat ji.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, Saurabh
Good
ji.
night. Happy weekend.
Thank you, Saket ji.
Thank you, Saket ji. Thank you, Sarjan. Thank you, Roshan. Everyone, thank you so much and good night and have a sweet dreams. Good, profitable.
Thank you so
Week
much.
ahead. Bye.
Great. Thank you.